Okay, hello everyone. Am I audible? Okay, thank you, Ravi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so in the last lecture, we had completed the third method in interpolations theory. That is the Lagrange interpolations method that we had discussed in the last lecture. And now today we'll discuss next method in interpolation technique to predict answer of intermediate values for unequally spaced data. The second method is here, a Newton's divided difference formula. Okay, the formula is given here uh, for the Newton divided difference formula. Okay, that is y is equal to y0 plus x minus x0. That is notations for a Newton divided difference, the close bracket x0 x1. Okay, that is a difference of x0 to x1. That is meaning of difference of x0 to x1. Next term is x minus x0 x minus x1. There it is a x0 x1 x2. Okay, what is meaning of that one? That is a difference of x0 to x2. Okay, and then after next term that will be x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2, and here it is the x0 x1 x2 x3. That is just notations only, just value only. But here in this method we'll use these notations to predict the difference. Okay, that is x0 x1 x2 x3. And if it is require more term, okay, the next term that will be, if we follow this sequence, first term is y0 there, then after next term that is y minus y0. Just wait for 1 minute. Sorry for disturbance. It's due to the battery issue. Okay, just wait for 1 minute. Okay, hello. Let's continue. Sorry for disturbance. The second method for unequally spaced data, that is the Newton divided difference formula. Okay, by using this method, we can also predict the answer for unequally spaced data. Clear? The method is here, Newton divided difference formula, Newton divided difference method. And in this method, the formula is here, y0 for the given table as a xy, and it is a x0, then after x1, x2, x3, it is a y0, y1, y2, y3. Okay, for any random values are given here. And now for this table, okay, we have to predict the y of x, means for any x, you have to predict its answer, okay, as a function value. And this x0, x1, x2, x3 are unequally spaced data, means the difference between two consecutive terms are not equal, okay, not the same. So we have two choices to predict the answer. One is by using Lagrange interpolation, and second one by using the Newton divided difference method. So the formula is here y0 plus x minus x0 into the close bracket x0 x1, that is called difference of x0 x1, that will consider by using the table. Okay, then after next term, that will be x minus x0. Now add one more term, that is x1, and subtract it from the x. So it will be x minus x1 into the difference of x0 to x2, that will predict by using the Newton divide difference. Okay, Newton divide difference table. And then after next term, that is here x minus x0, x minus x1, and now add one more value of x, that is x2 here, and subtract it from the x. So it will be x minus x2 into the difference of x0 to x3, that is called here x0, x1, x2, x3. And if it is require more term in this formula, so what will be the next term? Here it is x minus x0, will keep up to the x minus 2 bracket in this next term. So x minus x1, then after x minus x2, okay, and here we will add one more bracket, x minus x3 into x minus x3 into the x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. Okay, and as per the required term which will be mentioned in this formula. And now this table is important, and based on this table we can again define this formula. How we can define this table, that is important here. It is not similar to the Newton forward as well as Newton backward. Clear? In this Newton forward and backward, we just consider difference of y1 minus y0, y2 minus y1, y3 minus y2, and so on. Clear? But now in this table, we'll also consider difference of values of x in denominator. Okay? So first order difference, that is called first divided difference. And how we can predict first divided difference? It is equal to y1 minus y0 upon x1 minus x0. Okay, the two consecutive terms, that is y0 and y1. So difference of this term, that is y1 minus y0. And now in this divided, Newton divided difference concept, we'll consider the difference of x in denominator. So corresponding values of x, these are x0 and x1. So we'll use the difference of x1 minus x0 in the denominator. Okay, that is called a1. It is a arbitrary notation I have put here, a1. Okay, that is called a1. But what is the actual notation of this value? Here I consider difference of x0 to x1. So in this Newton divided difference way, it is called the bracket x0 x1. Okay, what is meaning of this value? It is called close bracket x0 to x1, because here we are taking the difference of x0 to x1. So it is called x0 comma x1. Okay, and just I use the arbitrary notations for this one, that is the a1. Okay, and then after second one, that is the difference of y2 and y1. So it is the y2 minus y1, and its corresponding value in x, that is x2 and x1. So difference in denominator, that is x2 minus x1. Okay, and here I consider the difference of x1, x2. So in this Newton method, it is known as the x1 comma x2. Okay, it is the difference of x1 and x2, so it is called close bracket x1 comma x2. And for arbitrary, I use the notation that is called b1. Okay, this value is known as a b1. Okay, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. And now similarly third one, that is the difference of y2 and y3. So it is y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. Okay, it's corresponding values of y. These are x2 and x3. So in denominator, we will consider x3 minus x2. y3 minus y2 divide x3 minus x2. Okay, and now it is called c1 for arbitrary use I notation that, and it is known as a x2 comma x3. Okay, it is the difference of x2 x3, so it is called x2 comma x3. Okay, And then after the last one, that is a y4 minus y3 divided by x4 minus x3. Okay, it is called D1, and symbolically it is say x3 comma x4. Okay, these are the actual notation for the Newton's method. Okay, and for to easily maintain this formula and this table, I just use A1, B1, C1, and D1 notation. Okay, and now 5 value are given in this table in these values of y, and by using this 5 value we can predict a 4 difference. Okay, 4 answers by using this 5 value. And now you have the first divided difference answer, 4 answer there, and by using this 4 answer will predict a 3 answer. Okay, 3 difference we can predict, and that will identify in second divided difference. Okay, so how we can predict second divided difference? That will be the difference of A1, B1, C1, and D1 now. Okay, and it will be B1 minus A1 divided by x2 minus x0. Why it is x2 minus x0? Because A1 and B1 are covered in x2 to x0. Sorry, x0 to x2. Okay, A1 and B1 are mapped by using the boundary of x. Which boundary of x? That is x0 to x2. Okay, they are covered, they are bound by using the boundary of x, that is x0 to x2. So denominator of A2 means answer of A2, that is equal to B1 minus A1 divided by x2 minus x0. Okay, then after next answer, that is called B2. So answer of B2 is equal to the C1 minus B1 divided by x1 to x3, means A1, B1 and C1 are mapped, are bound by using x1 to x3. So denominator will be x3 minus x1. Okay, this B1 and C1 are bound by using the x1 to x3. Okay, this B1 and C1 are bound, are defined in which boundary of x? It is x1 to x3. So denominator will be x3 minus x1. And here I use the notations A2 and B2. But what is the actual notation of this one? It is the difference of 3 values of the x, x0 to x2. So it is called x0, x1, and x2. Okay, that is called bracket x0, x1, and x2. And here B2 is known as a x1, x2, and x3. It is the difference of x1 to x3. x1, x2, x3. So it is called the bracket x1, x2, x3. And then after third one, and let us say it is the C2, and C2 is equal to the D1 minus C1 divided by x4 minus x2. That is x2 minus x0, that is x3 minus x1. Okay, it is x0, x1, x2, that is x1, x2, x2. Okay, here it is x1 minus x0, x1 minus x2. That is this value. This value will consider it here. And now we'll identify third divided difference. Here we'll consider that. You are saying this value? Yeah, why we get the you are saying about this one? Last one. Yeah, there is zero. But x0, x1, x2, x3. That is x0. That answer will not consider in this column. Okay, we'll identify this value in this column. We'll identify this answer in this column. Okay, after. So here the C2, that will be the D1 minus C1 divided by x4 minus x2, because this C1 and D1 are mapped by using which boundary of x? X2 to x4. Okay, so denominator will be x4 minus x2, that is called C2. So you get 3 answers as the second divided difference. Okay, and symbolically it is say first A2, that is called x0, x1, x2. B2 is known as x1, x2, x3, and the C2 is known as x2, x3, and x4. Okay, that is actual notations we will consider in this Newton divided method. And by using these 3 answers, we can predict 2 more answers, means third divided difference. Okay, so what will be the next answer? That is equal to A3, and answer of A3 is equal to the B2 minus C2. Sorry, B2 minus So A3 is equal to the B2 minus A2 divided by X3 minus X0. Okay, X0 to X3, that will be the boundary of the A3. Okay, and then after answer of B3, that is equal to the answer of B3 is equal to C2 minus B2. Okay, C2 minus B2 divided by the boundary of B2 and C2 that met with the X1 to the X4. Okay, so denominator will be X4 minus X1. Here it is a C2 minus B2 divided by X4 minus X1. That is called a B3. Now, what is notations of A3 and B3 actual notations? A3 is known as a difference of X0, X1, X2, and X3. It is the difference of X0 to X3. So it is called X0, X1, X2, X3. And here the answer, that is a B3 notation. So what is meaning of B3? It is called difference of X1, X2, X3, and X4. Okay, it is X1, X2, X3, and X4. That is meaning of this notation. Okay, and now the last one, by using this two value, we can predict now last difference, that is called A4, and A4 is equal to the B3 minus A3. Okay, that is answer of B3. That is answer of A3. B3 minus A3 divide by X4 minus X0. Now check the boundary of A3 and B3. That is mapped with X0. Okay, that is mapped with X0. That is a lower bound, and upper bound, that is a last value. That is a X4. So it is denominator is there X4 minus X0. Okay, that is called A4. B3 minus A3 divided by X4 minus X0. Clear? So now which value we'll consider in the formula? Now check the formula again. That we have Y0 plus X minus X0 into the X0 X1. So what is meaning of X0 X1? The first value in this third column. That is called X0 X1. And here we use the notations A1. So after that we'll use this formula in each example. A1, A2, A3, A4 and so on. Clear? And then after next term, add more bracket and then after write a difference. So X minus X0, X minus X1, and then after difference of X0, X1, X2. And what is the value of X0, X1, X2? That is the A2. Clear? A2 is known as a X0, X1, and X2. That is called A2. Clear? And then after again one more term, that is X0, X minus X0, X minus X1, X minus X2, and the answer of A3. That is here X0, X1, X2, X3. Okay, and then if it is required fourth term, then we'll add one more term in this formula. So what will be the form there? X minus X0, X minus X1, X minus X2, and X minus X3. Okay, into the A4, and A4 is there X0, X1, X2, X3, X4. Okay, what is meaning of the A4? That is a difference of X0 to X4. So it is X1, X2, X3, and X4. That is called A4. Clear? So we'll use this formula in place of this in each example. Okay, because it's very easy to remember. It's very easy to understand. Okay, which value we'll consider in this formula? The first value of each column. First value of each column means this second column. This is a Y0. Y0 is also required here as a first term. Then after A1. So A1 is the first value of third column. A2 is the first value of the fourth column. A3 is the first value of the fifth column, and A4 is the first value of the last column. Okay, so we'll consider this value in this formula, and then after we'll replace X there to predict that value. Okay, that is given values that define phi of f of 5, f of 6, f of 9. So that will be our X there, and we'll replace X in place of the terms. Okay, and X0, X1, X2. These are the X0, X1, X2, X3, X4. And then A1, A2, A3, A4 that will derive by using this table, okay, and using this formula, and we'll get one approximate answer. Is it clear? Okay, so now in first example, we'll identify the table of fx is equal to 1 upon x and find the divided difference AB and ABC. What is meaning of AB? That is similar to the x0, x1. Okay, bracket x0, x1. That is meaning of AB. And what is meaning of ABC? That is called x0, x1, x2. Clear? So in place of the notation of x, we have ABC. Clear? Find out the AB and ABC. So first we will consider input value. So how many input value we have? 3 input value are given. Okay, one is a, second one is a B, and third one is a C. 3 input values are given in this questions, and find the Newton divided difference. Divided difference means Newton divided difference only. Okay, there is only one case we have. Identify the function output. Function output that we have, fx is equal to 1 upon x. So identify f of a, f of b, and f of c. Okay, so what will be the f of a? That will be 1 upon a, f of b will be 1 upon c, and f of c will be 1 upon c. Okay, and here identify first divided difference. In the first case, I have mentioned these notations. That is not required in each example. Okay, that is x0, x1, x2. That is a y0, y1, y2. I have mentioned it here, but it is not compulsory. Okay, you can write direct answer by using the procedure. So first one, that is called a1, and a1 is equal to y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. y1 minus y0 divided by x1 minus x0. So y1 is here 1 upon b minus 1 upon a, means it is y0 divided by x1 minus x0, that is a b minus a. Okay, and now simplify the numerator. So is equal to, take ab as a LCM in the denominator, a multiplied to this one, so it will be a here, b multiplied to this one, cross product, so it will be minus b here, divide by b minus a. Okay, and now consider as a minus b form here. Otherwise take negative sign to compare with directly denominator. Minus of b minus a you can write here. Okay, take negative common, and here it is a ab in the denominator into 1 upon b minus a. Clear? This form will be there. This AB will be shifted in the denominator. So it will be A into B, and it is a product with B minus A. So B minus A and B minus A will be cancelled out. So remaining is minus 1 upon AB as the answer of the A1. Okay, you will get minus 1 upon AB as the answer of A1, and that is called a difference of x0, x1. Okay, but right now here notation is AB is given that, so it is also known as a comma b. Okay, it is the known as a AB answer, means difference of A and B. Clear? And similarly second one we can predict the B1, that is answer of B1. B1 is equal to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1, that is 1 upon c minus 1 upon b. It is similar form. Okay, and here it is a c minus b form. 1 upon c minus 1 upon b divided by c minus b form, and a similar one, 1 upon b minus 1 upon a divided by b minus a. Okay, so simplify as per that. Okay, that is I already derived here, and you will get answer that is minus 1 upon bc. That is answer of b comma c. What is meaning of this value? What is meaning of the b1? It is a difference of x1 to x2. x1 is their b and x2 is their c, so it is called b comma c. Okay, it is called b comma c, and if it is required another question here, find also the bc. What is answer of b comma c? That is equal to minus 1 upon bc. Okay, right now it is not given in the questions. It is up to the abc form there. So that is answer of bc. And now in the second divided difference, here we get difference of b1 and a1. That is a1 here. Okay, this the first answer is called a1, second answer is a b1. So b1 minus a1 divided by x2 minus x0. Okay, x2 is a c and x0 is a. So c minus a. Clear? That we have minus 1 upon bc plus 1 upon ab. Why it is plus 1 upon ab? Because there is a negative sign r in between this both term. So one term will be positive there. Okay, so it is minus 1 upon bc plus 1 upon ab divided by c minus a. Okay, so now take LCM in numerator. Take LCM in numerator, so it will be
common term is there, ABC is common, okay, in this denominator. So here our BC is given that in the first term. So we'll multiply by A, okay, because A are not in the denominator. And here in the second term, 1 upon AB is there, C is missing. So we'll multiply this 1 by a C. So it will be minus A plus C divided by ABC upon a C minus A. Clear? And it is a minus A plus C, it's same as a C minus A divided by ABC, okay? So here you can directly cancel out this term, okay? That is C minus A here, divide by ABC and divide by C minus A. So C minus A factor will be cancelled out and remaining term that is equal to 1 upon ABC. That is a positive value. Okay, you will get 1 upon ABC. And what is meaning of this answer? It is the difference of x0 to x2. x0, x1, x2. It is the difference of these three value. So it is known as a comma b comma c. So answer of ABC that is equal to 1 upon ABC, and answer of AB that is equal to minus 1 upon AB. Okay, so this way we can predict that answer. Right now the arbitrary terms are given that as a and B form, but in this example numerical value will be there and will get a constant answer at last. Okay, right now ABC are also you can consider numerical value. For example, if I consider here a 1 2, okay, and here 1 2 3. Clear? If I consider AB as a 1 2 and ABC as a 1 2 3, so here you will get minus 1 by 2 answer. Okay, here you will get minus 1 by 2 answer, and in place of this ABC will get a 1 by 6 answer. Okay, if their numerical value are given. But right now AB and ABC form is there, so here we get answer in the ABC form. Clear? Okay. And after that, next example, in that first we'll derive the table. Okay. Numerical value are given that 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. And its output is there 150, 392, 1452, 2366, 5202. Now check this argument x. These are unequally spaced data. Okay, difference of 5, 7, that is a 2. Difference of 7 to 11, that is a 4. Difference of 11 to 13, that is a 2. And difference of 13 to 78 is a 4. So they are not equally spaced data. Okay, if each difference is a 2, then are known as equally spaced data. But right now these are unequally spaced data. So you have the two choice for that. If I remove this word, okay, if I remove the method in this question, so right now you can apply both the method. You can apply Lagrange interpolations, otherwise you can apply this Newton divided one. Clear? But if you apply Lagrange interpolation in this data, how many data are there? 5 data are there. Okay, x0, x1, x2, x3, x4. So it involves the 5 term, and each term involves the 4 various bracket in numerator as well as in denominator. Okay, what will be the Lagrange formula for this case? X minus x1, x minus x2, x minus x3, x minus x4. Divide by x0 minus x1, x0 minus x2, x0 minus x3, x0 minus x4 into the y0. That is our first term. Okay, and it will be up to the 5th term, which involve 4 bracket in numerator, 4 bracket in denominator into the corresponding values of y. Okay, so it will take more time to solve it. Okay, but now here we can use this method to predict the answer if it is involved the more data. Okay, and if method is not mentioned there, you can use this technique. So first we'll derive this table. That is important. Okay, because we'll replace this tabular value in the formula. If table value is correct, then we'll get a correct answer. Okay, we can find the correct answer. Otherwise, it also will be wrong. First step, write down the values of x in the first column 5, 7, 11, 13, 17. Okay, that is the first step. Skip one line after write any values 5, then skip one line here, then after 7, 11, 13. Okay, and then after write values of y. Both value are given in the question. Okay, you just write down as per the value in this column 150, 392, 1452, then after 2366, 5202. Correct? And then after in this first divided difference, it will be what is answer of A1? If I consider the A1 value, this one, that is a 392 minus 150 divided by 7 minus 5. Okay, that is the form of this one. Okay, y1 minus y0 divide by x1 minus x0. x1 is a 5, x0 is a 7. So it will be 392 minus 150 divided by 7 minus 5, and that will be 242 by 2. And 242 by 2 will be 121. Okay, so first answer you will get a 121. Okay, here we'll mention this direct output here. We'll not write this type of simplification there. Okay, that is for your reference how we can predict that output. Okay, that is for our reference. You can first calculate in roughly and then after write this answer directly here, 121. Second one, difference of 1452 minus 392. Difference of 1452 minus 392 divide by 11 minus 7. Okay, that will be the 265. Consider 1452 minus 392 divide by 11 minus 7. That will be the 265. You will get answer. Okay. Then after third one, 2366 minus 1452 divide by 13 minus 11. That is a 2. So it will be the 457. You will get answer. Okay. This value. And then after last one, that is a 5202 minus 2366. 5202 minus 2366 divided by 17 minus 30. And 17 minus 30, that is equal to 709. Clear? The 4 value you will get by using the 5 difference. Okay. And after that, in second divided difference, that will be first output. It will be 265 minus 121. Okay. Now consider this new value. 265 minus 121 divide by 11 minus 5. 11 minus 5. Okay. In this first divided difference, we just use consecutive value in denominator. Here it is a 7 minus 5. Here it is 11 minus 7. It is a 13 minus 11, 17 minus 13, and so on. Clear? But now in the second divided difference, we'll skip one value in this column X. Okay, means we'll consider a 5 and 11. We'll skip the 7 in the second one, means 11 minus 5. Clear? And then after here, 457 minus 265. So here we'll skip 11 there. We'll consider x1 to x3. So it will be 13 minus 7. Okay. And then after the next one, it is 709 minus 457 divide by, skip now 13. So it will be a 17 minus 11. Clear? So we'll get first output, that is a 24. Second output, that is a 32. That is answer of 457 minus 11 minus 7. Okay, that is answer of 457 minus 11 minus 7. Okay, that is answer of 32. And after the last term, that is a 709 minus 457. 709 minus 457 divided by 17 minus 11. And that will be 42. Is it clear? Yes. Okay. And then after now in third divided difference, it will be 32 minus 24. 32 minus 24. And now in third divided difference, we'll skip 2 value. Okay, we'll skip 2 value in this column of X. Means we'll consider the first value and now skip 2 value. And then after next value is 13. Okay, so here denominator will be a 13 minus 5. Okay, that is x3 minus x0. And now in this answer, now you can verify the answer. 32 minus 24, that is a 8. And 13 minus 5, that is also 8. So 8 divided by 8, that will be 1. Okay, so here you will get a 1. And after that, 42 minus 32. What will be the denominator there? 17 minus 7. Okay, after the 5, 7 is there. Now skip 2 value. So 11 or 13 skip, skip it, and then after next value is that 17. So it is the 17 minus 7. So 42 minus 32 is a 10. Divide by 10. 17 minus 7 is a 10. So 10 by 10 is equal to 1. Clear? So both answer will be 1 in the third divided difference. And now the last one, that will be the 0 there. Why it is 0? Because the difference of 1 minus 1, 1 and 1. That is a 1 minus 1. And if it is not 0, what will be the denominator that? It is the 5 to 17. Means for fourth order, we'll skip 3 value after the 5. 5, then after skip 7, 11, 13. And next value is there 17. So it is a 17 minus 5. Okay, right now it is 0 that, but here if you get a non-zero value in this case, uh, we can consider the denominator as per the rule. Okay, so 17 minus 5, that is a form. So this table first will prepare. Okay, and then after consider the x, f of 9 that you have to predict by using this formula. So f of 9 means x is equal to 9. Okay, so write x equal to 9 here, and now write a formula in form of a1, a2, a3, a4. Okay, so y0 plus x minus x0 a1 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 a2 plus x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2 into a3. Then after next term x minus x0 x minus x1 x minus x2 into x minus x3 into the f4. Okay, just use the pattern only. Consider y0 as a single entry. Now use the x0 and subtract it from the x. Make it bracket. So x minus x0 a1. Now consider x minus x0 as it is here. Okay, now use another value, next value, that is x1, and subtract it from the x. So it will be x minus x1 into the a2. Now consider this both bracket as it is here in the next term, and now use the next value, that is x2, and subtract it from the x, that is x minus x2. Okay, into the a3. And now consider this 3 bracket as it is here, and now use next value, that is x3, subtract it from the x, x minus x3 into the a4. Okay, if fi is given that, then we'll consider this 4 bracket as it is here, and we'll add one more bracket, that is x minus x4 into the a5. Clear formula? And now replace the value from this table. First value of each column, that is y0, a1, a2, a3, a4. Okay, first value of each column, a1, a2, a3, a4. So 150 plus 9 minus 5. Now x is a 9. Now you can mention this notation here if it is required to identify which term is x0, which x1, x2, x3, and so on. And that is a sequence. Okay, first term is called x0, then after x1, then after x2, x3, x4, and so on. So 150, 9 minus 5, 121. Then after 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7 into the a2, 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 11 into the a3, that is a 1. And the last term is there 9 minus 5, 9 minus 7, 9 minus 11, 9 minus 13 into the 0. Okay, so answer of last term, that will be 0, because it is a product of 4 variable with the 0. So last term will be 0 there. Answer of first term, that is 150. 9 minus 5 into 121, that is 484. Then after answer of third term, it is 192 will be there. And answer of the last term, that will be the minus 16 you will get. Okay, and then add all this term. The answer you will get 810. It is the solution of f of 9 by using the Newton divided difference formula. And we can verify also this answer by using this given table. Here f of 9 will be in between 7 to 11. F of 9 will be in between 7 to 11. Answer of 7, that is a 392 is given there. And answer of 11, that is a 1452 is given. So answer of f of 9 should be in between this 392 to 1452. Answer of 9 should be in between this range. What is the range? 392 to 1452. If we get here answer as a 1592, so it is a wrong answer there. It is a wrong calculation. Okay, it is a wrong answer. Why it is wrong answer? Because it is not matched with our data. Okay, not matched with our boundary. Boundary of f of 9 should be a 392 to 1452, because 9 are in between 7 to 11 in this range of x. Is it clear? Okay, so we'll solve some more example in this next lecture. Okay, we'll keep up to this. Yeah, is there any doubt, any query? Those who are attending online lecture. Okay, nice. So we'll take attendance and then conclude today's session.